is Monique.
That is one of the queens of comedy, Miss Monique, in her brand new Netflix special. Her hour-long stand-up routine gives us insight onto what makes Monique tick. The special follows a years-long battle with the streaming service who Monique accused of lowballing her while paying comedians like Amy Schumre, Dave Chappelle, and Chris Rock way more money. In the special, My Name is Monique, she talks about her upbringing, her family, and her career.
But this show right here really allows you to understand why I swing like I swing. Before, I was just focused on being funny. Now I feel like I have something to say.
Still with me, radio host and personality extraordinaire, Mr. Mo Kelly. All right, Mo, Monique is one of the original queens of comedy, but this time she's doing it solo in her very first Netflix special, and it's getting some mixed reviews. I can tell you some folks here at theGrio had some things to say. How do you think she did, based off of the clips that you've seen?
Well, I think of it this way. I am appreciative of the fact that Monique has clearly grown in some respects. Now, I may not have agreed with how we got here. I didn't agree with how she put certain people on blast publicly and the fighting that she had and I would say the war she had with a number of people from Lee Daniels and others. But at the same time, you have to have room for you have to allow people room to grow. And I think she's grown personally and professionally. She's benefited from it. That said, I'm not exactly a fan of the work that I've seen most recently from Monique in a general sense. She's just not my cup of tea. But part of the problem is she tries to compare herself to people who've had far more success than she's had. It's one thing to say that she's not being paid as much as Chris Rock. She's not as talented as Chris Rock. Let's be clear. Her career has not been as successful as Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. So those names are respectfully names she should keep out of her mouth.
Okay, well, now, Mo, you about to have a war right here with your friend because I'm going to push back on all of that. First of all, show me Chris Rock's Oscar. Just show me his Oscar. Show it to me.
Oh, but it wasn't an Oscar for comedy. Okay. Halle Berry got an Oscar. So? Doesn't make her funny.
But you said talented. You said talented.
You are what you can negotiate and your worth relative to the medium in which you're presenting yourself. There are a lot of folks with Oscars who don't necessarily get a comedy special, including Oprah, if she were to win an Oscar, or Viola Davis.
I'm about to say Oprah ain't got no Oscar neither, but okay.
You know what I meant.
Ooh, this Monique slander. I know what you meant, but here's the thing. So talented is a broad context. I hear you making a similar argument that my dear friend Charlemagne the God made that I also disagree with. That Monique is not in the same talent caliber as a Chris Rock or a Amy. And let's just take Chris off of it because now you're bringing the gender dynamic into it, which we know is politicized and there's the sexism. Let's just talk Amy Schumre. Let's just who is somebody that I think we're going to agree is just not funny. Is that fair to say?
She has a larger base. She's not funny to me, but she has a following and base which is larger than Monique's. Would you disagree with that?
Probably because of whiteness. Sure, Mo.
But money is money. If you can come to the table and say, hey, I have this many viewers, I have this many followers, I have this many listeners, you know, they all may happen to be white, but still that speaks to whether you would be getting a certain amount of money pay scale for your Netflix special. And, you know, when it comes to Amy Schumre, I think respectfully has done more TV work than Monique. And yes,
no,
Monique
she has not.
Oscar.
No, Mo Kelly, you're not gonna do that on theGrio. That's a lot. No, ma'am. Monique has done the Parkers. Monique has done, and when you say TV work, I'm going to put film in it too. Monique has carried. Y'all got to put some respect on Monique's resume now. Not Beyond the Precious role. She killed. What was the Queen Latifah, the Bessie Smith
That memorable,
role?
huh?
Yes. Oh, it was memorable. Ooh. What Monique do to you, Mo? What Monique do to you?
Nothing. I'm just saying. She is not in the same category as an Amy Schumre. I don't think so. And remember, she
I do. I think she did call out Chris Rock. Well, first of all, you know what I think about Chris Rock, so don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, right,
I think if you have to
curate your comedic
Mo Kelly, if you have to curate your comedic play and your mass appeal at the bed of anti-blackness coming from your own mouth as a black man, you're not funny to me, and I'm not going to give you talent. I'm going to give you step and fetch it. But you know, that's my take on Chris Rock.
No, but that's fair. That's fair to say Dave Chappelle as well. You know, Dave Chappelle hasn't exactly wrapped his arms around black people, black women, black men.
Oh, I agree.
I think that's fair. But in a purely business aspect, I don't know if you can make the argument that Monique is the moneymaker or was going to bring the eyeballs that an Amy Schumre or Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle is. Now,
well, what's good about it, Mo, is we get to
prove this wrong.
I was just going to say, what's good about this is that now we can see, right? Now we can test this theory that many of us have speculated on. Let's see what the numbers look like. If they look great, then I'm sure we'll see her back with an even bigger bag, and we'll see her again. I will say this to her credit. Lord, Monique need to pay me a retainer the way I've been defending her in this segment. But anyway, I do like to see that even with her approach of litigation, which I don't always think is a great idea around this type of dynamic with Netflix, to see her have a special on that same network, it does say something about the power of standing up for yourself and using litigation as a tool for advocacy and showing that you can still have life on the other side of it. Oftentimes the narrative goes, once you bring the litigation to the table, you're blackballed for life, you'll never work with them again. We see here that it was actually used to advance the relationship with Monique and Netflix, and now we get this special. Now I really can't wait to watch it.
We shall see. That's the best part.
Okay, Lord have mercy. You got me. You got my nerves on edge. As always, it is lovely to have you on, my brother. Y'all be sure to catch Later with Mo Kelly. That's on iHeartRadio and wherever you get your podcast. Coming up, executive producer and showrunner Anthony Sparks has decades of experience in Hollywood. Hear about his pivotal role in some of Hollywood's most popular shows. You're watching theGrio. Stay with us.